Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. Can everybody hear me? We're going to do a little different today for Connected Dots. I want to go to a live market with. I want to go to a live market. We'll come back and finish up with slides. Is that fair enough? Because the market's really hopping. I want to give you some ideas. All right. So the first thing I want to do, we'll talk about DJT since Jonathan's got it in there. Put it on a daily chart, Jonathan. Now, has anybody ever heard from 0 to 60, the term 0 to 60? Who's heard that term? 0 to 60. Can everybody hear me? Okay. This stock is 0 to 60, okay? Two things are going to happen. Depending on the outcome of the election, this stock's going to go to 60. If 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 it doesn't work the way the stock's indicating, okay? If it doesn't work the way it's indicating, it's headed to 0. Literally. Okay? So that's my opinion. Now I'll reevaluate that opinion after today, but that's the way I think of it. Okay. Jonathan, do you have the where they can see the chart?
Is it not showing my, that's weird. Okay, hang on a second. Yeah, Bodine sees the chart.
Can y'all see the chart? My
SP.
point on this stock is I bought it this morning at 37 in the pre-market. It's at 39.45, but I won't be holding it by the end of the day. Okay? And that's the point I wanted to bring out to everybody, but you ought to keep your eye on it, okay? Now let's go to the E-mini and talk about it.
Let me try to reset the screen sharing time.
Okay, just reset. Take your time. I got nothing but time for my students.
Zoom had an update. Maybe there's a setting that I'm not sure about. Setting change. How about now? Does everybody see the chart? Okay,
Don says yes.
okay, and Don didn't see it before. Now we got.
All right. Bring that chart in a little bit, show them where $60 is. I think the stock could go to 60. Okay. But I also think if the outcome is not favorable for the former president, you're looking at a 0. Okay. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? So, just want to put that warning out there. Now let's look at the E-mini, which the E-mini will tell us everything about where we're headed. So let's look at the E-mini and sort of outline it. Jonathan, we opened E-mini at 57.42. My pivot number today was 57.65. Draw those two numbers on there. Go to a daily, Jonathan. Work backwards from the daily to the 30-minute, if you will.
All right, the open is drawn at 57.52. Everybody see the orange line, which indicates the open for today.
Now,
pivot is 57.65.
Yeah. So the market, it's got more room to run on the daily. What high is that up there? 58.65?
This red bar high is 45. This red bar high here is 93.
Yeah, I would say 45 to 65 would be a target if this market gets stronger in the afternoon, okay? Now let's put the NASDAQ up there.
The NASDAQ opened at 20,130, right where that orange line is.
Okay. On the NASDAQ, I've got 2288. Draw that line. Okay. That's what you're looking at if you're looking at that, okay? Now let's go some stocks. Let's do the QQQ first. The QQQ opened today. Let me give you the opening of the day, Jonathan. The open of the day was 487.61. As long as it's above that, I would say 486.50. 486.50. I'd use that number as it's turned down. Write that number down. 486.50 on the QQQ. The last one I want to look at is NVIDIA. Draw a line at 140.55. Starts getting above that, that's probably a sign it's going to challenge 145, which has been its high for 10 days. All right, folks, I wanted to cover that before I got to my slides. This is Connect the Dots, and this is our oldest program. We've been running about 6, 7 years. I would say it's our most successful because we've been running it so long. But every Tuesday at 10:45, rain or shine, I meet with people live, and here have been doing it for many years. Do I have anybody that's been in that's an actual member of TBUZ All Stars? Let me ask that question. Anybody here a member of TBUZ All Stars? Gary says I am. Dennis? Pretty good, isn't it? Every week to meet TBUZ All Stars. It earned that title about 3 years ago because literally it's pretty exceptional what we do every Tuesday. It's trade day. Has anybody ever heard me refer to trade day? It's trade day. Now, one other thing, Jonathan, we bring our YouTube people in.
Yes, we did.
Okay. We changed this, and I want to give Adam Mowry credit for this. He changed the way to sign up for YouTube, dtitrader.com/YouTube. I love it. I can remember it. And if you're not a member of YouTube, I've got a how to make money with the election that's there. So if you're not a member of YouTube, you ought to join because I have live events with YouTube like this one from time to time. Okay. All right, let's go to the slide presentation we prepared for you. I wanted to show you that before we got started. Again, we're always trying to improve, and because of that, that's sort of the way we hang. All right, I always want to cover risk. There's a high degree of risk involved in trading. Do your due diligence. Past performance is not indicative of future results. In my opinion, if you educate yourself, you can accomplish your goals in the market. And whatever your goals are in the market, okay, you got to work at it and continually stay educated. I can say that with some authority. I've been doing this for 40 something years and I'm always learning something new. It's all about getting an edge over everybody else out there while they're sleeping. Okay. And you've got a big opportunity that's going to happen, I think, in the coming weeks when they go to 24-hour trading, virtually 22 hours. Does everybody heard that the New York Stock Exchange is going to 22-hour trading? It'll be closed from 11:30 to 1:30. Okie dokie. I want to get that out there because a lot of people don't know that yet. Now, I did a survey of students, and let me ask everybody that's here because I'd be curious what y'all think. How many people would like a steady income from the market? Steady income, where you could go in and pick up extra money without, being in front of a machine all day long. How many people would like that? Well, I'm getting a big response on that one, Jonathan. Look at that. Hey, Jonathan, why doesn't my chat rotate to the last guy?
I think that's another update that Zoom did. I'll have to look into that. I
Okay,
noticed it.
look into it because it's driving me crazy having to keep up what people are saying.
Yeah.
All right, making income. I made it since October. I've been doing a lot of income trades. Here's a few examples. Credit put spread there entered at 22 cents. Exit was 12, 13%. I always use this analogy. You'll probably get sick of me telling you about it. But if you went to your bank and said, hey, if I give you $1,000, how much will you give me back tomorrow? Most answers would be, luckily you get your 1,000, you might have to wait for the check to clear. Right? Anyway, I always use that example, but it adds up, chipping away at income. Okay. And to put a trade like that in, it's about 5 minutes of your time. You just got to know when to do it. There's a gold trade. I'm probably known as a gold trader because I do a lot of gold trades, don't I? And by the way, gold's setting up for another big run. Did I tell you that? It's going to do that. But look, there's 11%, another $100. Starts adding up. Adding up. Yep, pretty good stuff. And I can teach you how to do these simple trades. God, there's so many people here that didn't even know how to spell the word option I showed them how to do this stuff. Okay. Point is, when my students say they need income, I listen. And so I've got a whole focus on bringing income to you with trading. And I love it because it's a lot easier on me rather than the speculative side of going in there and, doing stuff. I'm just going to tell you, been working a lot on that. Now, I want to cover this. This is a two-pass rule. I'm trying to make sure everybody understands it because this is very important to know. It's something I learned many years ago. I use it every day. I can look at a chart and tell you it needs to go past this frame for me to get long or short. So let's get prepared. The two-pass rule. People been with me for a lot of years know about this, but I'm going to review it for everybody. The two-pass rule. And by the way, it's in YouTube. If you want to go watch it, we did a new presentation there. So you got to decide what kind of time frame. Now let me ask you, what kind of time frame would suit you best? If I know the time frame, I can give you the parameters of where you set your frame. But you establish a high-low range. You look for a break higher and lower. You wait for that second pass through that high once it breaks your range to go either long or short, okay? Now, that's what you do. That's what it looks like on a chart. You got the frame, high-low frame, the pass, pause, and the second pass you get long or short. Works both ways. The two pass. This is probably one of the most significant insights I can give you when it comes to entries and exits. Okay? Entries and exits. The pullback and pause should not go past the midpoint of that the way you're framing it. If you're framing a day, you don't want to go below the midpoint. If you're framing an hour, below an hour. If you're framing a 30-minute, below that 30-minute frame. Or news for, futures is about 10, 20 minutes for the stocks. Does everybody understand it? Because I'm going to be using it this week when we go live with the Fed. This is a few examples what it looks like on a few different time frame stocks. Let's take a look at it. Let's just take a look. The first 3 days of the month. Very timely to know this, isn't it? Knowing what the high is, knowing what the low is. Does everybody know the low of the first 3 days this month? I do on the S&P. It's 57.24. Today, we're making new high. This is the third day of this algorithm, okay? This is the third day. And you want to see it run through whatever high is created today, one, and then back up and then go through it to let's have a trend. This trend will last you usually a couple weeks. That's what you're going to see coming forward. Right there is the high low, first 3 trading days of the month, boxed in yellow. It was a few days later, we penetrated it, and then we did the two pass and went higher, higher, and higher. That's how we made new highs on the S&P. Right there, I was right there long. We use Monday as a real benchmark to decide what to do during the week. If Monday makes a new high, then on Tuesday, we'll look for a higher high on Monday's high. That's how you break it down to different time frames. Now, here's an example using roadmap reference bar frame where you can add this in just by, if you got the roadmap, it does a lot of the work for you, but let's look at it. Everybody see those 2 orange lines there? And that's breaking, that's an intraday trade. It's breaking that low. And it's basically saying, hey, we're going lower. This is great if you're trying to decide when to take profits or get out of bad trades. There it is. It's clear as the eye can see. Let's look at even a shorter time frame. This is a 5-minute chart, I think. 5-minute chart. Outlines it. And there we went down. 5-minute chart of E-mini futures. Right there. I'd rather find out early than late when I'm trading. With news, you take 10 minutes on futures, 20 minutes on stocks. And there's the rules. Now, I want to talk about something I'm doing tonight at 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Well, 8, and then I'll come back at 10. It's called Midnight Rider. I have a history of trading elections. I've got people who've been with me 10, 15 years watching me do it. And I put a special program together for election night. That's tonight. It's in the night owl, not the early bird who gets to worm tonight. I'll be there. I'll help you navigate what to do and where to go through this election. Real time, these ways. We'll identify it step by step. Once you see it with your own eyes, you can use it for the next 20 years at election time. You can also use it on midterm too, by the way. Here's how it'll work. Tonight at 8 o'clock, we have a meeting, but we already started. In fact, did everybody get the sheet I sent out on the spreadsheet we'll be using on the key numbers to look for going forward? Did everybody get that? It's already a Midnight Rider. We'll give it to you immediately where you can watch it the rest of the day if you join us. But tonight at 8 and tonight at 10, we'll be going after it. But remember, the White House wave has lasted for a week or more, at least every election since 1996. So there's a big trend that's going to happen. You got to be there to participate, though. It doesn't do me any good to sit here and talk about this if you don't take advantage of it. Now, who wants to take advantage of this? You got to pay attention and be there. I won't only coach you and send you on your way. I will take you at every move that I see that the odds are in our favor over the next 2 weeks. Again, we'll meet tonight as the results come in. Hopefully, we'll know when the sun goes down, we'll know who won this sucker. But it doesn't matter because all we need is to key off once it confirmed whoever the president is. You can go both ways here, okay? Depending on what the market tells us. Not what I think, but what the market tells us. That's the beautiful thing about experience. You learn, in my estimation, you learn. You're not smarter than the market. You just got to be flexible when you have the market, okay? But you'll see money flow a lot sooner than we probably know the answer. I'll show you how to recognize that. What a value to have that head start. Back in 2000, that's the Bush Gore. You know, it was December let's just put it this way. I recognize this trade. I remember trading it a couple days after the uncertainty was going to cause sell-off, and down we went during the Bush Gore. It's like December 12th before they designated who the president was going to be. I remember that. I was there. Yeah, and the nice thing, Shirley just asked a great question, and I'll cover it when I finish, but hold on, let me get through the slides because we got to get people in here, get the spreadsheet out. We're running against a clock here, okay? And that's the beautiful thing about what we're doing, okay? December 12th, there it is, the date he was confirmed. Has a long time after November 5th, wasn't it? But I already knew about the wave from 1996, and I was looking for this. I remember sitting in my easy chair, watching, and every time they said one person won another, you get a trade on the futures. I loved it. I didn't get a lot of sleep during that time. We're going to cash in. I hope you're there with me. Whatever the fallout is this time, we'll trade live together the morning after the election. No White House wave in the last 3 decades has been one and done. There's a lot of multiple trades. I had a guy, one of my clients, serious client, called me yesterday and he said, Tom, based on his study, he said that he's going to shoot for making 100 grand. I said, that sounds good. And he's done the study, he's done the due diligence, he's ready to go. This is where you've got an opportunity where the odds are extremely in your favor if you get on the right side of the market if it sets up. And the odds say it will set up. You just got to be ready when they knocking on that door. Now, I have 2 more live trading sessions in the 2 weeks after the election, but I plan on probably doing more because I'll be wearing it out. I promise you, I'll be wearing it out. And that's the beautiful thing about doing it this way. I got my group of midnight riders. That's why Thursday, November 7th at 10:30, that's an important day. And Monday, November 11th, got a Fed day on November 7th, by the way. Okay? There's the dates. We already had one orientation class you'll get plus the spreadsheet. You'll be cooking with gas by 8 o'clock tonight. But there's the schedule. That's the minimum I'll do. I'll do more than that. I always do. I say let's go for it together. Let's go for it together. Look at these gains on some of these stocks. Lilly shot higher over the next month, 728. You know, Lilly's been falling. We might take a look at that one. T made a big deal. Citigroup. Very carefully. When you see the results and you see what's the possibilities, you can't say no. East White House Way is one of the most powerful trading things you'll ever associate with. Comes around every 4 years. This time commitment I'm making you tonight, you know, I've charged a lot of money in the past for this, but you wait till you hear the deal on this one. Plenty of people here today paid $5,000 last time we did it. It was worth it. Worth every penny of it. Some of them probably there. I know Todd did, and Joe, and a lot of my old students. They love this time of year. Carol's already taken advantage of our expertise. She said last time she told me in her IRA, she was up quite an amount of money this year following what we teach. I always tell people, educate yourself. Way to go, Carol. There's old Edwin. He's been with me all these election things. He talks about my timing ability. Everybody says Tom, you're one of the best market timers that they've seen because I work at it. I constantly work at it. Here's a faster way to get there. Get involved. He's getting his daughter involved. I think that's neat. Like I said, previous times I charged $5,000 for this. A lot of moves, a lot of possibilities. This is not a 20 and done. This is a big move, and I'll show you how to milk that baby. Like I said, I won't be charging the 5,000. Get ready. I'm discounting it down 90%. Folks, for this kind of education and trading, it's worth a lot more than discounted down 90%. Access tonight. $4.97 is what they're charging for all of the sessions, plus the bonuses. Makes it a no-brainer, as old Bill says. No-brainer. This trend is something else. How would you like to have a 10-day long call that milked you, that was milking every day? That's what you have an opportunity for around this election. Karen just said her dad went to this back at the first one. Take a picture of this. This is the history. We're going to make some history tonight. Doesn't matter who wins. I'll show you how to take what the market does and make money. That's my goal. Everybody's got their horse, but like I said, it doesn't matter. We will go with the flow. Whether the Democrats or Republicans win, we got to be ready. This 10 to 14 day run I'm talking about, it will start once the confirmation, but I'll show you how to read what it's telling you before we get there. That's the value of what I'm going to show you. I hope you take me up on this because we discounted it down 90%. I'm confident you will be happy. In fact, wait till you see what we're doing as a protection for you. Let's do it. The 3-branch guarantee, we call it. If you don't feel like you're a better trader after spending this time with me, I'll refund every penny of your membership cost. Never look back. Can't beat that deal. If I don't produce at least 3 winners, I'd say 80% of what I do, ever how many we do, we'll give you a membership cost back. How you like that one? And then finally, the 100% satisfaction. You got to be satisfied. Only you know that. I don't know. You got to say, Tom, I know I doubled my account value, but I didn't learn what I thought I would learn. I'm going to give you your money back. What do you think about that one? The 100% satisfaction. It's like old Sears. Remember that one? I want Midnight Rider to be one of the best decisions you make this year. No time like this time of year to trade with me. Here it is, the Midnight Rider. The team knows there's only one thing and one way we're going to do it, the right way. That's why I've already added some bells and whistles like the spreadsheet that's going out to members right now. We'll send to you if you sign up. So let's do it. Come to all these sessions, learn. If you have to miss them, we tape everything. You'll have it to remind you the next time the cycle comes. Take it seriously. Trade the wave with us over the next 2 weeks. You'll have a great Thanksgiving. A great Thanksgiving. And like I said, we back you up with that satisfaction guarantee. That's how confident I am. You're going to love it. And we're ready to go tonight. We don't have to wait any longer. It's time to play. $4.97, 90% off. Nothing should stop you to take advantage of this offer if you're serious about trading and learning. All 3 branches of the guarantee are in place. DTItrader.com/midnight or call 904-416-1776 if you got any questions. That's the best thing I can tell you to do. Don't leave because we're getting into the last hours of accepting orders. Click the link in the chat to get started. They'll post it in there. DTItrader.com/midnight. There it is. Last chance. Anybody got any questions about how this is going to go down? Keep in mind, take that spreadsheet. Watch the first class I already taught to get explanations about it. Be there tonight at 8, and we'll have our election party together. Karen says there's very few places that you get a scholarship associated with the education. Yeah, Robert, if you already signed up, you should get the link in the spreadsheet and that first orientation class. You should get it. It's there. It's there for the taking. We're gonna make some money. We're gonna focus on this and try to really do a good job to educate you, and where you walk away saying, "Wow, I am so glad I'm part of being a midnight rider." And then you're gonna have tapes and all the documentation for the next cycle. That's just the way it's gonna go down. Any last minute questions for me? You got it, SP. Thanks for joining. Kathy, you can do it for as little as $300 or $400 because the options that I'll be buying will be low priced. The highest price option I'll pay for, okay, will be about $3. I'm gonna pick some stocks too for people who want to hold the stocks beyond the 14 days. Okay. So, folks, I laid it out there for you. I can't do any more but say, see you there. Okay. That's all I can do. Just an option account, any standard brokerage account will work. No problem, Cherry. Just use what we teach you. Any last minute questions? I'm about to wrap it up. We're halfway through the trading day. The market's holding strong. I would say let's see how we finish. But after about 1, there's going to be a lot of rumors, okay? And that's going to create some uncertainty, just from past experience. I would expect that. If you sign up, you immediately get the spreadsheet Jonathan put together and the orientation class we did to set it up. Jonathan, did I forget anything?
No, Tom, you covered it all. Look forward to tonight at 8 p.m.
They're demanding that we play the Allman Brothers tune, Midnight Rider. Can you find it and play it? I'd like to hear it myself.
Let me see what we can do here.
That's a good way to end it, Joe. Thank you for that. Midnight Rider. He's from Georgia, and Highway 41 was right outside where I lived in Georgia, so I've always liked that band. But this song is pretty special.
Just give me a few minutes here, Tom.